It's almost a year since the 2022 Electoral Act became effective. Since then, off-season elections, including 2 governorship elections, have been conducted using the new law. The National Assembly believes that as the general election approaches, it is important to ascertain the extent of the implementation of the new electoral law. That explains the reason behind this public hearing.
You will agree with me that this is a turning point for our nation, a time to test our democracy through a seamless and peaceful democratic transition.
Civil society organizations, international observers, and representatives of political parties make their observations and recommendations to the electoral umpire.
The hope we all have is that elections will hold as scheduled. The situation in the country is challenging for all of us, but what will help to reduce the tension and challenge that the country is faced with is the holding of the elections as scheduled.
People are worried. The recent case that's gone through to the Supreme Court, the judiciary has to be, the rule of law is the foundation of all democracy. Democracy doesn't exist without the rule of law. We need the judiciary to stand up, to be independent, and there's quite often a lot of pressure on the judiciary.
The Electoral Act has some lacunae that has been exploited by the judiciary. We are all aware that even though the portal for electoral processes have been closed, courts are still giving conflicting judgments regarding candidates in this election, including some candidates that did not even participate in primaries that have been imposed on INEC as we speak. One of them is your president here.
The electoral umpire responds.
The bills cannot be compromised because what we have ethical hackers who we use periodically to check the beavers, and I'm confident that we will not have issues regarding the beavers being compromised. And then the distribution of PVCs, yet again, it is a Nigerian problem. We have 1 year to collect your PVCs. People don't come. If we continue to move the timetables each time, we'll never have an election in this country. And we must appreciate that this country should move to greater heights, and it starts with the elections.
While the electoral umpire assures of its readiness to conduct free, fair, and credible elections, civil society organizations fear that voter apathy and disenfranchisement could be recorded due to the difficulties being experienced by registered voters in collecting their permanent voter cards. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.